As we know, inclusion is now a graded judgment. So in this short video, I'm going to show you how you can integrate case sampling into the work that you already do. So that means no extra work, no lever arch files, no collating of evidence and information. What we can do is actually use tags to capture and to demonstrate the impact of the work that we do in school. So we know that Ofsted, when they come in, will look at around about 6 vulnerable children and then sort of trace their journey and their experience across the curriculum. So they're interested in all of those subjects, having a chat with them and try and triangulate that insight when talking to other leaders and teachers and use that really to identify whether or not the school, how well the school knows the children, and the teachers, how well they remove and adapt the curriculum, remove those barriers, and what that means in relation to outcomes. So here I'm going to show you how we can do that. So we're going to take a little look, and first and foremost, when we're heading into the classrooms, performing our learning walks, book studies, lesson visits, using an iPad or tablet. We're evaluating the impact of what we do. But at the same time, what we can be doing is taking some photographs to sample. So on this occasion, I'm in the classroom and I'm taking some pictures here of Year 3, English, writing. This is a pupil with SEND. And in here as well, I'm just going to put another tag, which I'm going to use consistently, which is pupil A. So I'm not going to use names or things like that for GDPR. All I want to do is demonstrate the impact of the provision and the work that the school does. And in there, just a little bit of commentary about this piece of writing, and then we'll submit that to the gallery. When we do that, what we can do is then head to the gallery and take a little look at these samples. And so if I key into here now, pupil A, this will bring up all of the pieces of work and samples and video across the curriculum for pupil A over time. So this demonstrates the outcomes and the experience of that child, which is really great when it comes to looking at things like progress from individual starting points, in particular writing. Then we could take a look from early years to Year 3 on this occasion. So we can see where they're at, and now's the perfect time because it's the end of the school year to be able to do this. And we can see whether or not that's consistent across all subjects. And it just helps us really to be able to provide that support and to demonstrate how we remove those barriers to learning, ensuring that the pupil has full access to the curriculum, and then it demonstrates that impact as well. So there's a lot of things taking place there to help us to be able to communicate this confidently and quickly. And that's the key thing about inspection, isn't it? Being able to articulate these things, put things into one place, and then be able to demonstrate and talk knowledgeably about those things. So, and you may have 3 or 4, 5 or 6 different children that you're tracking. I suggest 6 would be a good number, and then you could track them all the way through school. So now, at this point in the year, I'll be taking pictures of the first page and also the last page for those specific children. And don't forget as well that you can edit the tags. So at any point you can go back into the gallery, click to open up one of your images and add a tag. So you could do that retrospectively. Your teacher colleagues are probably best placed to be able to submit samples themselves. So if they head to the gallery, click on the photo and video capture, add those tags as we've done today, they'll be able to drop those samples into the gallery for you.